If your car has TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system, you can get the pressure of the tires in real time. Be aware that sometimes this can leak air actually, which is the opposite of what you want to do with this. These are mandatory by law in the United States in the past years, not yet in Canada. It seems to be a lot of issue with leaking air. Not always. I have two cars. One never leaked, another one did leak always on several tires. And you see the forums are full with this kind of issue. And let me perhaps just show you what's going on. So this is how the tire pressure sensor sits inside. So you notice the tire here has been tossed off the well. This is inside the well, inside the tire if you want. This is the sensor and it's attached to the valve pressure, valve stem here. And first off, sometimes there is always there is a seal here in between the sensor and the stem. So there has to be a seal. This seal may leak, or when the sensor is attached to the stem, there should be a certain torque, a certain value of torque. If it's too high or too low, the seal will again leak. Also, when they unrim or remove a tire from the well, they may just mishandle and touch or force on the sensor with their tools. Again, is going to cause a leak. And also, if you notice here, the stem here, it's all metal. Some people are trying to mount this on rubber stem, which is the older style of stems on older wells. If it sits on this stem, the sensor may just be too heavy. When you hit a pothole, it will just break loose here and just start leaking. So there are several problems. This is how it looks, how the sensor sits inside the well, and the stem it's on the other side. So there are several problems. Perhaps on higher quality sensor and stems, it's not a problem. Maybe on cheaper cars is going to be a problem. Now the big problem with this leak issue is, if it happens, it will happen on more than one well, and the very only way to fix it is to remove the tire from the well, replace the seal or replace the stem, or tighten back the sensor and remount the tire and rebalance the well. Now imagine if two wells starts leaking on your car, you need basically to redo all 4 wells. Remove tire, rebalance. It's costly. It may happen while you're traveling. It's a really big headache. Myself, it's up to you. If you like these sensors, oftentimes there is no way, if you don't want to install these sensors, there is no way to turn off the light on the dash unless you remove the small bulb on the instrument cluster. Oftentimes it's a soldered, it's a Dell. The only way perhaps is just to put a small black piece of tape on your cluster where the light is for this. I'm going to remove mine so I don't have headache. It's really up to you. Even if it's by law in the United States, unless you perhaps get in an accident or something, your insurance may be, if it's because of a tire or something like this, perhaps your insurance is not going to pay, but otherwise I don't think the police will fine you for removing this. So let us know what's your point on this. I know it's for many people it's a useful item, but it can cause problems. So when this happens, I can tell you it's really not fun. And also remember, when you do go to a garage to replace a tire, especially here in Canada, we swap winter tires, summertime. Garages may actually go right ahead without telling and replace the stem, just because they are removing the tires. Kind of a habit some garages have, and may put a cheap quality stem in there or a rubber one instead of a metal one. So be sure, check them, be sure to tell them and check them, not just telling the mechanic. Just make sure you monitor him, because they don't think what the client said and they go ahead with their habit. So be careful. They may install a cheaper quality stem and you are in for a lot of problems. And you know, I can tell you, I'm talking from experience, it's a headache when this happens. Thanks for watching.